Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another session of world building. Layout in Unreal Engine. So today I want to get a little bit more work on the tower area, on the bridge, get some upper villas going. Let's see how that goes. Okay, nice. Want to start with this area a little bit. With the tower area. Let's give this area some love because it's been a little bit it's been a long time since I don't work on this area. Just gonna go to modeling tools. Hello, Head, how are you? Have you seen the new changes on the Fab store? Now they're giving free assets every 2 weeks, which is super cool. Gonna pull these up a little bit there. And I want a little area where the light can shine through. Let's see. I'm gonna just make a little cube right here. Yeah, this week. Yeah, now you need to log in every 2 weeks to get your free assets from the Fab Fab store. And they're going to bring Bridge, the old Megascans application, back to Unreal because a lot of people were complaining about not being able to find Megascans so easily. So pretty nice changes. I knew the new Fab store was going to give some issues, but once they get it all together, it's going to be a very nice store. It's going to be pretty cool. Okay, I want to cut out this area here. Want to make some kind of thinking maybe some kind of the light to go through this. Maybe I can have some kind of like cylinder. That goes around this thing. That way the center could be empty. Okay. Okay, I need to make it a little bit smaller. Something like this. This thing can just rotate and that will shine the light through. Something like this. Maybe this can be smaller.
Sadly, the new Fab story does not have reviews, comments, and wishlist options.
Hey!
Hello, BTW.
Hello, McAfee.
I'm on a short stop and should watch some tutorials.
Don't worry. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was looking at a Fab Store. Thank you. Yeah, I was looking at a Fab Store live stream, and they said that they're going to bring comments back, and they're really working on that stuff because they know people didn't like it too much. There were a lot of complaints. So yeah, I think they're gonna improve it a lot these days. It's gonna take some time, but for sure. Also now they're giving free assets every 2 weeks, which is pretty cool. I think they're gonna give 6 packs per week instead of 5. So they're giving 1 extra pack. They gave some pretty cool stuff last time. I mean, these 2 weeks.
I also was on the live stream and playing my criticism. In the chat were a lot of no names in the stream.
Nice. Yeah, just responding some text. Might go to visit my family tomorrow, so we are talking about when should be a good time to go visit. Yeah, I mean the Fab Store is gonna take a little bit of time for the search engine to really work properly, but once they get all of that very nicely programmed and everything, I think it's gonna look very good. It's going to be a very nice place to sell assets and find stuff. Okay. This is kind of nice. I think I'm just going to push this in a little bit. Let me think. If I do this, okay, the pivot point stays in the center, which is great because now I can still rotate this thing, which is going to be the light. That's going to go around. That's cool. I'm just gonna fix some stuff that Ryu didn't like about this. Let's see. I'm gonna get these. Okay, let me think how to fix this. Wanna get rid of these arches here. Okay, maybe one solution could be pushing these up. Thank you, McAfee. Thank you for coming to say hello. Good luck on the tutorial. This is not so bad. We can actually push this down a little bit. Here. So it aligns a little bit with this. Then I can just push it back up. Just gonna give it the box projection. Nice. Okay, we got that's a little nicer. That was too much detail right there. It looks kind of nice from the inside, that little kind of beveled edge. Okay. Hey, Ibrahim, how are you? Okay, I think I got most of the changes that I needed to do for the tower. Kinda wanna continue with the rest. This is going to be the light tower. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. Hello?
I find that 3DS Max is easier than Maya when it comes to environments. Am I wrong?
Give me a second. Sorry. Hello? Yeah, 3D Max, 3DS Max. It's pretty nice for 3D modeling. A lot of people use it for creating environments or just modeling, but you can still do that in Maya or Blender. It's no problem. Whatever you feel more comfortable in. Most of these programs can do the same thing. Oops, not scale. Right there. Oh, I missed this too. Okay.
What is the power of 3DS Max and what is the models?
3ds Max is mainly a modeling software. You can do a lot of things in that software, but it's mainly designed to model 3D stuff. Maya it's made for animation and rigging. Maya is probably the most powerful software for animation, character animation and rigging, which is creating the skeleton of characters for making them able to be deformed and animated. So Maya, it's mainly used for that, but you can also model in Maya and do a lot of other stuff. Thinking about what to do with this area. Maybe
So when it comes to environments and product ads, I can just stay with 3DS Max and I'm good without learning Maya.
yeah, Maya, unless you want to learn rigging and character animation, I mean, you can definitely skip Maya. Maya, it's great for animation and character rigging, but if that's not your your goal, you don't need Maya. Uh, mhm. Even Blender is great for modeling. Blender, it's a pretty good software as well. So yeah, you can also do animation in Blender. Blender, it's very good for everything. You might need to get some add-ons to make it work super nicely, but mostly it's pretty good. Like, I'm pretty impressed with how Blender has been evolving lately. It's kind of nice, like, yeah, most programs, they all do the same thing. Some are more specialized for some stuff. But yeah, the good thing about Blender is that it's always going to stay free. So no matter where you go, like what country you go, you can always have like free software, which is going to be pretty nice when it comes to licenses and being able to just download it whenever you want without any hassle. So it's kind of nice. In the other hand, there's also an indie license for Maya, which is like $200, $250. I don't know exactly how much is it, but that's great because a couple of years ago, when I started learning 3D, it was pretty expensive to get a Maya license. I was able to use my student's license from university, but besides that, yeah, the indie license is pretty cool. I might be able to get one of those licenses for this project once we get a little bit further with the blockout. I might be able to start modeling a little bit. Okay.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Any questions that you have, and I can answer, I can definitely help you out. Let's see, I'm looking for this kind of structure. It's funny because we had all these areas blocked out, but something happened in the file structure and we lost some some 3D models, some meshes from the scene, which is kind of weird. I never had that happen before. Is it this one? Huh. Maybe I should be able to find it somewhere here.
I want to learn Houdini also. Is he gonna help me on my career or I can just skip it?
Houdini, it is a... Yeah, Houdini is another... It's another beast of its own. It's probably one of the most difficult 3D softwares out there. It really depends on what you want to do with 3D in general. Houdini is very good for procedural things. It's used a lot in creating simulations and effects. So if you're going into VFX, maybe like building destruction, like yeah, a lot of simulation and effects. Maybe Houdini is a great option. I also have a desire to learn Houdini, but it's definitely very different from any other software. So that's something that you really need to research before you go deep into it, because it's gonna take.
There are 500,000 plus tools you can use. However, Houdini can do some amazing things like Unreal is saying.
Hey Ryu, how are you? Yeah, Houdini, it's very impressive software for sure. But definitely research to see what you want to do with it, because it's a very steep curve to learn. Ryu, I was going to ask, do you know where this piece is located? This kind of like column? I think we had it separated somewhere, right? Nice. Yeah, this week I was very tired because I couldn't sleep pretty well last weekend. I had this family meeting on Saturday morning, and then on Sunday at 8 a.m. like this construction worker came and I needed to wake up early. So I couldn't like sleep enough, and I accumulated all these kind of like.
It is not separate, sadly.
Mm.
I made them in my
Okay. So let me see if I can like grab this. Yeah. Look at what I did on the tower.
separated it out and sent it to you.
I mean, no. Well, that's nice, but don't worry. I can, like, since this is blockout, maybe it's not needed yet. Look what I did with the light on the tower. I was thinking maybe we can have something that goes around like this. It really kind of breaks the design, the whole kind of like structure of the tower. We need to like think about how is this going to look. And I took out the double arc here.
I love it.
It looks a little bit. We have some issues right here. Awesome. And I got this edge in here. Yeah, those are little details that we can always modify. I think I need to like try to work on the main picture, and then we can start adding a little bit more. Then I can maybe cut out these. Thinking about this little square triangle here. Also, this shape is very kind of like pointy. Reminds me more of a I don't know what the word is, like Middle Eastern kind of architecture. Maybe we need to go more with the round one, but it looks kind of nice, like also like a little gothic. Yeah, I really want to push this area today to see how it goes. This is just a diagonal. Definitely not gonna stay like that. Also, I was thinking maybe we need more space here. Yep, we need a little bit more. More space around this. So yeah, during the week I went to bed super early, like at
Pushing the art now.
nice. To get that, I need to close the project and get latest, right?
No.
It's just gonna update.
You can go to the mesh folder, right click, and do sync. I'll tell you when.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice. I can do it right there on the right inside Unreal. That's super cool stuff. Yeah, this pair force thing, it's super nice stuff. What is this? Is a structure? Okay. Okay.
Okay, do it now.
You said mesh. Let's see. Mesh folder, right click and do sync. So mesh folder, right click and sync. Revision control sync. Or refresh. This might be it, right? Revision control refresh updates the revision control status of the asset. Okay, I will wait for a second to get a confirmation.
Try that.
All right, let's go right click, revision control refresh. You're about to perform this operation on a large amount of files. Are you sure you want to continue? Unreal may become unresponsive. Maybe we can do it on a smaller amount of assets. Let's see. Let's find this one and let's see if we can have a smaller folder. Oh no, it's everything there. Okay, let's just do it. Revision control refresh.
You can do engine.
Oh. Well, I think it didn't.
Refresh on engine folder.
Okay, refresh an engine.
Hello, Velvet delay.
Sorry. Do you know how the mesh is called?
Look for a new asset. It's called test art.
Mesh engine. Test arc.
No space.
test arc.
And it's not there. Okay, well then do a pull. No need to close the editor.
Okay. I'll just turn off the display capture for a second, just to be sure. Let's go get latest. One file added, nice. Let's turn back on the screen, okay. Okay, let's find out meshes test arc. Yay, we got it, nice. Now it's separated. Okay, so we should be able to put this here. Okay, let me see how the pivot works.
For test arc.
Yay, we found it. Let's paste it here. Okay, the pivot point is a little bit off. Let me think about how I'm going to use this. I'm going to go to modeling.
Scale 10 for actual size.
Maya, you need to go 10 by 10, right? And then the pivot point, I remember you need to bake it somehow. That's a huge one. I might need a smaller one for this one.
That is jacked up.
Yeah, don't worry. No, don't worry. I can do it in Unreal. Let's go bottom, top, left, right, front, center, front. Maybe we can have it here for now.
Already fixed.
All right, let's try to pull it again. I'm just going to. Where is it?
Go to the asset in the browser. Right click. And then go to revision control. And choose sync.
I have it grayed out for some reason. It's on gray. Inside the engine. I might need to just go on Perforce and get latest.
Then sync.
Okay, let's try that.
If that doesn't work, just do a pull again.
Oh, now it works. Yeah, refresh sync. Okay. Okay, nice. That's great. Let's see how big it is. Okay.
You also don't need to make it 10x10x10. That is just the original scale. You can make it whatever you want.
Yeah. For this one, I will need to make it smaller. Cause it's a smaller kind of thing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this really doesn't matter right now. I kind of want to get the things that I'm not sure about. This kind of like yeah, these kind of things I can do later, like this kind of make this look nice. Doesn't require much problem solving. Well, it does require some problem solving, but not that much. And here that looks like a funny shape. I think that this needs to go at least to the same height. Okay. And then we can maybe make a duplicate of this. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy aquí streameando. Es que esta semana estoy cansadito, entonces no streamé casi nada. So, once we make a copy of this, maybe we can just add it here, replace all of that with this new static mesh, and then we can go to attributes, generate polygroups. That's nice. Maybe we can find quads. Face normal deviation is kind of nicer, so it's bigger chunks for modeling. And now we can just grab this one and push it down into the soil, and it should duplicate on every other one. Now we have another issue. We want this thing to be this is a primitive, so I believe this is not gonna allow me to use the modeling tools on it, which is kind of funny. Oh, it does allow me. Nice. So let's go save. We need to generate those polygroups so we can separate. You see, it does not allow me. Yeah, I forgot about this. These um, let's say the primitives inside Unreal Engine, they cannot be separated into polygroups with the modeling tools. It's like there's some kind of different model. Okay, let's make this a little bit smaller. Let's push it up like this. Okay. And let's just copy maybe this location. Let's just paste this location, and then maybe we can get the scale, paste the scale. That way we can get the thickness, and then we can just push it a little bit enough so it goes there. There's another tool I want to try using today. It's called the Cube Grid. I actually grabbed this video from Chris Murphy, a technical artist from Unreal, from Epic Games, and I made these shorts videos. I couldn't download the video on high resolution, so it was kind of messy. I did download it on high resolution, but it was on a very weird format. I couldn't get it right, so I needed to use one on a very low resolution. But I'm going to try to keep doing that, finding very good like tutorial kind of tips and make them into short videos, always giving credit to the original source. But I think it's very nice, even for myself, just to go back and see those things, which is not a step-by-step tutorial, but it's something that like, oh, nice, I know how it's called, I can look it up, now I can like research and learn more about it. Kind of like bringing awareness on the topic, like, hey, you can do this in Unreal, nice. Okay. Nice, that looks kind of like kind of gothic, kind of like, well, not gothic, but it kind of like reminds me of like some kind of like Lord of the Rings stuff. Let me push this down a little bit more so we get it maybe a little bit more. Again, those details are not necessary right now, but makes everything look a little bit nicer. I believe this box can be a little bit bigger. It just is going to change a little bit the inside of things, but I think that we should make it let me see. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with my office job. I really hope I get an extension. I mean, I wish I can just get a permanent contract. It's going to just look very, very nice in my CV if I actually get to stay for at least a year in a office job. Because yeah, it's
I hope so too.
yeah.
That would be nice.
And the cool thing about this job that I'm doing in that office is that it's going to be very well. Not really. I have some team members working with PCG. I have others just doing environments. I have others doing very like difficult work with very complex like CAD models that they need to like that's some very hardcore stuff. Like they get like these 3D cars, and they have like 10,000 pieces, and they need to figure out what is what and put the materials into the car, and like it's like crazy. It's like, what? That's one of the most difficult things I've seen my team doing. And yeah, but I'm doing something pretty cool, which is just like integration and lighting, and it's like very, very nice. I think that I'm going to get to this point where you just do things very naturally and fast, and it becomes every time easier and easier, and it's kind of nice when you get to do the same thing over and over. It's a little bit, you get tired of doing the same thing over and over, but also looking at it from the positive side, you become very good at it, and you can do it faster and faster and better and better. So it's kind of cool. Kind of want to get to that point. Yeah. I really like my team. Like, they're pretty cool people. We went bowling the other day, and let me just make a copy of this. And yeah, they're pretty cool. There's this guy who has been working in he has been working on like a 3D, let's say like a I forgot the name in English. It's like publicity, what's the word, marketing agencies for like 14 years. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, that's I'm super happy with that thing. I mean, with this team I got, and I have two people from my university in there. I have this very young girl who's like super good. And I'm like, damn, she's super young, and like, it's super impressive, like how she got into such a good position so early. And I really like my boss, well, my superior, my art director, let's say. I have two art directors, but like the one that's on top of me, she's very nice. I hope I'm not giving her too much headaches. I kind of asking. I usually ask a lot of stuff. I should probably ask my coworkers more, because she's very nice. Because she's very busy. She's leading not only my team but another team as well. So sometimes I come with like some kind of like not like dumb questions, but like stuff that I might, might be able to get from my team or from the internet itself. So I'm like, oh yeah, I need to use her time more wisely. Okay, yeah, this shape is kind of cool. Makes it like more like a retention wall kind of thing. Okay, nice. I don't really like this space here. I'm thinking maybe this can go further out, or we can also make this shape go like this to the inside. Okay, this thing kind of wanna see what can we do about this building, because we want something cool. In there. But I mean, I was thinking also in the other. Oh no, we need to walk on top of the building. Yeah, we cannot have that. No, we need to walk on top.
I plan to make some stuff to assist you today. Making steak first, and then I will jump on that.
Nice. Yeah, but I was also thinking like whatever comes, you know, like I kind of like I need to be very grateful with my position right now, because if I don't get an extension, I can just really go hard with YouTube like I was doing before, like, you know, really go full time on YouTube, which is going to be pretty cool. I really feel that I can do some cool stuff. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be like some kind of office that, I mean, the entrance of the, what is this here? What's going on here? Oh, I see. So this is a very common mistake. This happens when you do a Boolean operation but you don't cut all the way through. So I'm going to just cut here. It's actually nicer to go a bit, just go a little bit inside the shape, just so we don't get that kind of like difference in case we don't cut, because getting the like a very straight clean cut is kind of difficult. That way we can make sure that just get a little bit more of what we need, and it's going to get cleaned like this, clean cut all the way through. Nice. Now we don't have that glitchiness, which means that we have two shapes on top of each other. And I'm thinking maybe we can use more of this area here. Well, there can be also like tubes and stuff and cool things here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to come up with these things without having like a clear idea. Yeah, I kind of want to replace this, and this also we need to replace. But that's more, that's, you know, okay. Yeah, maybe this box can go a little bit, we can make it a little bit longer. Push it here.
Send you some love kissing face with smiling eyes, face blowing kiss.
Thank you, Ryu. Let's see. I was thinking this can be pushed around here. And the elevator, you don't get access to the elevator from the front. You need to go around. So let's see if we come here and the cube grid. Now it will be great to use the cube grid. I need to use the cube grid. The next structure, on the next area, we're gonna use the cube grid. That's the way. That's the way to do it. Totally forgot about that. Super nice tool. Thankfully, Chris Murphy reminded me of that. Okay, so I'm gonna get it there. Okay. I'm wondering what happens if I get this location, then go bottom and then paste this location here. Okay, nice. Now I can get the corner. Not exactly. Okay, maybe I need, yeah, just another light. Yeah, we need the cube grid in that way. Yeah, I can really achieve some like symmetrical things and keep the spacing right between things. Also, I feel like this might be too tall. Okay, let me get one of those. Characters right here. Yeah, way too tall. This would be nice to just make it squared. Something like this. That triangle right there looks kind of funny. Uh-huh. I'm thinking maybe we can have like some kind of like desk in the front. Again, I'm totally missing the thing. The center. So let me see if I can get this one there. Okay. Maybe some kind of lockers here. This is going to be like a working area, so this is going to be like maybe the reception, maybe they have some lockers around here. I'm thinking maybe they could even have, they could, yeah, maybe have some kind of like dining area here. Maybe another wall that goes here. Not really sure about this. Then maybe the main entrance can be. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little feeling a little bit unsure about this thing. Some kind of like entrance. There's like the main kind of like reception, some kind of lockers, maybe like a dining area here, or I don't know. Maybe they come here and they have like these kind of like cards that like get their hours, where they can like we need some kind of door.
I like how you are thinking through it. That is nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to, make the logic behind the space, but still I feel like maybe I need some reference to think about how this should look like.
For this phase, it is less important, but yes.
Um, damn. Let's see. Thank you. All right. I'm thinking, what should we focus on? What is this going on here? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a little bit stuck with this area. Yeah, I can modify this thing and just get it all the way through. Clean those, the statues. We need more of these kind of like tubes and stuff around here so we can go up.
Maybe we can link up after your stream and get some good thoughts in.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, if you want, like we can jump into a Discord Discord call and just try to get some stuff like we did before. I think the chat is pretty quiet right now, so it could be a good time. Yeah, I want to modify those.
I don't have a mic. I left it at my mother's house. Disappointed face. I ordered a new one, but it won't be here till tomorrow. So, I would have massive echo from my phone. I can try, and if it is bad, you can tell me.
Yeah, we can try. That's unfortunate leaving the mic there. Oh, nice. Got some cooking stuff. Yeah, let's try that out. You know, cause I can like do some details, like, but that's not probably what we need now. We need probably focus on main, on the layout things, the big pieces, and then I can just make it look a little bit nicer and nicer. But that's not the main focus right now.
Give me 3 minutes. Finishing my steak.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Totally forgot. Yeah, it would be nice to have some kind of like tubings and stuff like this here. Also, on top of this, I believe like they might have. I don't know if they're going to have air conditioning, but I don't know. I was thinking maybe they could have like some. That's probably too much. Yeah.
Sending you a voice call.
All right. Let me just do some audio thing here, which is just turning off the speaker bot so we don't get any speaker bot on. Let me check. Awesome.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Hopefully this, is the sound bad or
No. Sounds good.
no? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm using I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, I'll just use my Bluetooth headset. So I'm using my earbuds.
Nice.
Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. If it does, just let me know. But, yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Okay. Let me open up level.
Oh, also, should I share screen so you don't get delay?
Yeah, I'm gonna share mine too.
Okay.
It's looking good.
Yeah, I'm just a little, kind of like not really sure what to do with this space.
Yeah.
Like I can add the railing and I can add like little details and make it look nicer, but I kind of like wanna get the main chunks, the primary detail, like the biggest pieces right, so then like I can just focus on
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I'll once this finishes loading, I don't know why it's taking forever. But once it finishes loading, I'll kind of show you what I was thinking for the zone.
Yeah. Should I go into your stream? Let me see.
I'm not. I'm just streaming on Discord.
It's yeah, kind of weird.
Is it not working?
I got my stream on top of everything, and I cannot see your screen. Let me see. Well, should I just I will just stop streaming for a
Should
second.
join.
Now I can see
Or okay.
yours.
So stuff's being all jacked up underneath there. And then let me turn this to lit. Oh, that's not good. Let's do detail lighting. Yeah, there. That's a little better. So what I'm thinking is you have a pretty good layout structure-wise. I mean, it makes a little bit of sense, but what we're trying to do with this process is we're trying to focus in and hone in on how these things are affecting basically everything we're doing. And if you wanna share my stuff on your stuff, you can too. You don't have to. If you're on your okay, but anyways, what we're talking about here is we're trying to create what this will look like structure-wise, and that's really what the purpose of this phase is these details are nice, but it's not what's really needed. What we need is how the player runs around, where they run around, and what does it look like. And so you kind of, I think we have the 80% version of that, and I think that's might be where you're getting stuck, is because you're trying to think about what all the pretty stuff looks like. But we need to think about where the player's going and how they're going, and you kind of already started doing that, which was good. So for example, it made sense before, but now we've added all this out here and extended it, right? And so it doesn't make sense to have, I wouldn't have this thing here that comes over here and then I have this on top of that. That doesn't make any sense. The whole purpose of this was being like a view deck, right? And you're trying to cover this up, which is good. I'm not saying don't cover this up, but what I'm saying is this would probably extend over. And, well, that didn't work very well, did it? This would probably extend over, and then that would start this, little location. Now, that might give you some more structure here that you're like, well, I don't want that. Well, then we can do some arcs and things like that in here, you know what I mean? That kind of even that out and play that out. Obviously, this needs to be centered to the door. And so I would, put this and line this up with the door and make sure. Dang, there's a lot of parts there.
I think you
I would center line that up with the door, and then kind of think about what this would look like as the player comes through. This is probably not bad, but I don't know. So this might be a little too small. What the heck?
Yeah, I think you might have an older version. That bridge was centered out. Let me try to push out.
Yeah, push what you got. Push what you got.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, wait.
And then do me a favor. Don't show my screen because I'm about ready to pull some stuff. So.
What is it?
Don't show my screen because this is my full screen. I'm not pushing it off just to the editor. So I'm about ready to pull up some stuff that we don't want sharing on the general stream.
Yeah. Okay, it's off.
Okay, cool.
Let me just come here.
And then just let me know when it's pushed. And sorry if I cough. I am getting over sickness. My nieces and nephews are little cesspool petri dishes for disease and everything else, because that's how kids are. And while I was over there, I caught whatever crazy crap they have. So got a little bit of sniffles.
Oh no.
Hey, thanks, Gabriel. Appreciate to hear it. Yeah, we're trying to work through everything.
Hey Gabriel, how are you? Okay, I think it's pushed now.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it is.
Now you should be able to get the bridge centered and a little bit more room around the tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm loading up right now.
Perfect.
Once it's loaded, you can share my screen again.
Let me know when I should do that.
Does Unreal 5 have a snap tool, or do you need to align? It's defaulted onto a snap, and then you tell it how many units you want it to snap. You can turn it off. It's a little option in the upper right-hand corner where you see like the little blue buttons and everything else. It says snap to grid, and then you can choose the grid units, where it's 1, 2, 10 by 10,000, whatever your unit size are. You can share my screen now.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna go full screen on this and open up here. Loop. Okay.
Okay, so that worked.
Hey, to them. There's also a horizontal stream if you guys want to see the stream in full screen. I do vertical and horizontal, just to let you know.
Yeah, I need to try that. I need to try the other one.
Oh yeah, Rio. Vertical streaming, it's pretty popular. Like, I recommend it for sure. I need to share the app I'm using to do that. Pretty nice.
Yeah, we can check it out later. Yeah, that's so crazy that I didn't know that was a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, here's the link right here.
It's on my YouTube channel. You should be able to see two streams. One says vertical and the other one doesn't say vertical. It's right there should appear on the first thing you see. All right, now I think you got the latest. Yes, perfect.
Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so let me switch to unlet detail. Where's detail? There you go. Yeah, so this is good, right? And I think this is good. So yeah, I like this kind of shape better. I don't know what these are. What's your intent with these?
Yeah, I was just trying to add some stuff like tubing and some kind of like.
Okay, so I have the most recent, yeah?
Yes, this is the latest, yes.
Okay, let me play with this just for a quick second. I think you've already added this already to the tags, right? Yes, you did. Okay, so looks hide. Need to add that to this. Looks hide. It's only this on YouTube. Oh, that's very weird. Yeah, he's got his vertical stream going too. You might be on your phone. Are you on your phone? That might be a reason why.
No, you should be able to see both. Yeah,
he was saying he couldn't. That's weird.
Let me see if I can share it with you.
Yeah, I sent him the link.
Yeah, I see both. Let me see. Let me just send it to you.
Yeah, he was saying he couldn't. That's
okay. Right here. Okay, I think the speaker bot is off, so you should not be able to listen to that link. That's the horizontal one.
Why is that erroring out?
Does it crash the project?
Yeah, I'm getting, it's not a you thing, it's a me thing. I'm getting a data cache error. Expected 1 single of 5. Forgot to build shader compiler worker or delete invalid data derived cache. That's a weird error.
Yeah.
Phone doesn't allow copy text in chat. Cry face. Oh yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, you should be able to go to his channel. It should be listed on his channel. If you go to his channel and you click on live, and then it should show up there. Let me go to my drive real quick.
Yeah, here if you go to my main YouTube page, there you should be you should be able to see. You can even go direct, and you will see both of them. Yeah, it's a little confusing to have both streams going on at the same time.
Yeah. How does that look inside of your stream stuff? That's kind of weird. Like,
let me see if I can show you.
you go.
So I have it set it up so I see.
No, it's fine. We can do it after stream. I don't need it right now.
Well, it doesn't. Inside OBS, I'm able to monitor the vertical and the horizontal one. I have it like set up.
Yeah.
I will send a screenshot so you can see.
Yeah, no worries. Like I said, we can always check it out after the stream is done. Okay, I'm having small technical difficulties. This is gonna take a minute to recompile. You might want to just go back and play with your stuff real quick. While this shader, I deleted all my derived cache, and so it's gonna take a second for it to recompile all the shaders. I don't want to keep your audience sitting here like, oh, we're just looking at shader cache going on.
No, don't worry. Today it's it's okay to have these things going on.
Yeah, it's kind of a silliness. Are you able to still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so the short version is what else. I mean, I don't have to have it up to show. I was just going to show you while doing it. But what I was thinking of is we need to like block out the kind of the layout, right? More or less, make sure it's good. Is the specific layout of how everything's kind of structured and framed. So if we focus on, paths and where the player goes, I don't care about the different things and like the different pieces and all the other stuff like that. That doesn't matter. It's how is the player going to get from point A to point B? So how are we going to get the player from the staircase to inside? Where are they going to travel? And all of that. What are their sight lines going to be? Where will they future go? All that stuff. That's what we're looking for. So keep that in mind while you're trying to do all of this stuff. That's what we're focusing on is player path. And by allowing that to be kind of your centralized focus, you're not so worried and caught up on the details as much as you are as that first pass. Kind of like the one that you said you already watched the video of. He kind of talks about that. It's like, I don't really care about, the structure of the individual parts, but I care about the structure of the whole. Like, this is where the player comes in, and they don't have this sight line right now, but once they move into this other area, they have a new sight line of where they're going to go, and that kind of tells them and hints, okay, this is my path of where I need to go. And so that's what we're building right now, is those sightline paths, to really have a good idea of what that looks like. And obviously, we want functionality while we're doing that. That's kind of where I think you're getting not stuck, but that's where you're getting pulled into. Is you're trying to create the functionality, which is good, but those details may not necessarily be as important as how does the player get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And then we can build details around that. We can say, okay, we need this tower that gets all the way to the top. And once they get to this light tower, and you were kind of mentioning it earlier, which I liked. You're like, oh, they're not going to be able to access this here. They have to go around this other side, and that's how they access it. That's the kind of stuff that we need to think about right now, because that's what we're solidifying is the path that the player is going to take to go from point A to point B, and what does that look like?
Yes, I'm getting definitely caught on details. It's not time for that yet.
Yeah. And that's okay. Like I said, I do the same thing. But I have to remind myself consistently, like, no, we're going back to structure. And that's where I have such a hard time with finishing up the dungeon. Because the dungeon has a similar kind of problem where, I'm trying to, I want this to be pretty and I want this to be that. But then I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I need to make sure that this works. And so I had a stream where me and Stormy were literally just going through the dungeon. and working out how the idea flows. And by doing that, we came up with this really cool concept that now I can design everything else around. I don't know where this, yeah, I'm not going to be able to open the editor right now. I'm having ridiculous, oh, it's the shader in my temp folder. Hold on, let me go there. What is going on, dude? Okay, so it's under app data local temp. I'm just gonna delete everything from that folder then. Yeah, because it's like completely erroring out. Well, this one didn't crash yet, so that's new. It wasn't doing this before I left. But I do have a new graphics driver. Oh, I just installed a graphics driver last night.
Maybe the drivers or something?
Yeah, because I switched from gaming drivers to
Studio?
Studio drivers.
Oh,
Son of the biscuit.
that could be causing some issues, yeah.
That's not good. No buenos.
Well, another solution could be me streaming on Discord so you can see and we can like figure out a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay, let me check.
I'll stop my stream.
Spring 2, 1. Okay, there you go. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I can see him. Yeah, so here's what I would suggest, right? I think we need to focus on the structure and layout. And in doing that, one of the things that we can kind of hone in on is where and how the player is going to connect into this whole kind of thing, right? So that front area looks okay, and how they get up there and walk up there is more or less fine. I think that's a good amount of space. And they get over there into that area, and basically this whole purpose of this area there, that work area, the whole purpose of that is to get them a way to get on top of the roof, right? That's the whole purpose of that work area. And so this is like, I'm thinking 2 stories, we need 2 stories. And you had an elevator there, and that elevator is fine if that's what we're trying to do, to go down below. I'm fine with that too. But what I'm saying is the down below part is, like part 1 maybe of part 2. Maybe they have to do everything down below first, and so that's fine. But the real reason why we have this work area over here is so that they can get to the second layer of the tower, right? And so we're trying to make them traverse this area and kind of move around and interact with the area. And by doing so, they now have kind of set themselves up to be successful, more or less, for lack of a better term, in this adventure of trying to get the tower back up and running. So we need to think about, this is a small area in the sense that it's not small in the sense that, it takes up geographically a lot of space, but it's small in the sense of maneuverability. And so the player is going to be working with little tiny areas for movement, and they're going to have not a lot of movement space going on. So like inside of that workspace, there's going to be combat, right? We said that the frog people have kind of taken over this little tiny thingy because they're annoyed with the light stuff. And so there might be combat in this area. So instead of having it so enclosed, I'm thinking of having something more open, because that is kind of how they would be, right? And I like the lockers. I think those are good. I think I would do around the wall type of lockers rather than, whatever else. Yeah, and then get rid of the other side layer ones. But I would have it around the wall, so that way, they come over there, and you might have a bench that's there. That they can sit at, that they can change themselves from the lockers with. And then that's where they come in, the workers come in, they change their clothes out. There's not going to be that many workers, so I don't think we need to have 14 lockers. I think 8 is fine, or 10 or something like that. But either way, there's not that many people, right? There's just a couple of people. And once they've kind of checked in for work, they're going to go start their daily business, and that daily business is going to be cleaning the pipes or making sure everything's running, or maybe they just have one guy in at a time, or maybe two guys. You have one that manages the lighthouse, and then you have one that he's like managing the actual lighthouse, and then the other one is going and he's managing all the equipment inside here. So I don't know if I would have a check-in desk. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense to have a check-in desk. You can have a little sheet at the front door, like a little tiny box at the front door where they like click their little card, and then that counts as their check-in start time.
Oh, all right. Oops, got stuck a little. Okay.
No, you're all good.
Like a little.
I'm trying to.
Like a little check-in machine where they have like their timesheet thing.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't call it a timesheet. Like, we're thinking future, right? So maybe they wear a lanyard with a badge. That's I'm assuming that's how your work works, right? Most corporate business or entities now have a badge system where you like press your badge, and that shows or gets you in the locked door or whatever else, and that's how you kind of also clock in. Yeah, it's like a lanyard that they would hold around their neck, like a key card.
Yeah.
And then you hold it up to a thing, and then that opens it up,
Yeah, we got that in the office.
Yeah, so kind of similar, right? So you want like a little key card system that they badge in, and that's how the door opens up and lets them in. And maybe that's the first step is they have to find the key card, right? Because otherwise they can't get inside. And so one of the workers was outside, and we can have a dead body that has a bunch of the monsters that are around it, and that's got the key card on it. And so he's like, oh crap, I gotta go get my key card and find the key card to be able to open the door, because the player will come up there and the door won't open because they don't have the key card, and they can't go through the ruined path. And so that gets them like, okay, well, I got to explore around to be able to get inside there. And so we can have a dead body somewhere, on the outside skirts, somewhere else where there's a couple of monsters, and we find the key card. So now he gets a key card. They can go inside the facility, and they go inside here, and they see like, the screen displays. I like them in the center area, so we can use that center area saying how many days since the last incident, current power levels, all that other crap, right? And so we have a nice little screen display that shows all that information and makes it, nice and pretty. And so now the same thing that you had for I'd go lower. I'd go like lower.
On the other here?
Where you're currently at, what you were currently holding. I would grab that and I would make that lower. I would bring it down. Yeah, down. Yeah, there you go. Right? Because that's kind of how that display would be. And then, and it can be kind of angled. That's fine, whatever. But anyways, that's kind of displaying all those different things and information, power levels, last time since work incident, whatever, as a joke. And then we can have another just like side screen display somewhere else that shows the safety video talking about what you're supposed to do to be safe and how you're supposed to be safe and all that other crap, right? And so as we're working on that, And maybe that's over there. That's a good point. It's by the workers, and so that's because that's where they're there and they're trying to learn or whatever else, and so that's their safety video kind of thing. Talking about, hey, this is how you have to be safe, and blah 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 blah, and always remember to be safe. And so, this is also a little bit too much detail, but hey, I think we're working out what this plan looks like. And so, in this main area is kind of just where they're chilling, they're relaxing a little bit. They started their work. There's some monitors or something in the back. Maybe the right hand side is where they can like look for things, or that's where they watch the power station monitors with all their updates or whatever else. And yeah, over there somewhere, and it talks about all their updates, and there's like a chair that they can sit in. You don't need to make a chair, but you can like put like a little block there to represent the chair. But the point is this is where they're monitoring the actual station and all the things that are happening. And this is where they would press buttons to turn on power or turn off power or turn on cooling or turn off cooling or whatever, right? And so that's kind of how I like how you set it up. It's like a multi-monitor setup. I like it. So that's kind of how that would function. And then in the same kind of lane, what we're looking at is we're trying to say, okay, so they've got the key card. Now in here is where they're going to get hints that they need to go and fix the cooling system to turn on the power generator, right? And so to do that, there's gonna be screen displays showing, maybe like we talked about, and on that right hand side there would be like a screen display showing the different power cores that are broken and that they need to be going fixed. So you'll then want to figure out how do you go down. Now they could have already gone down, but they didn't know what they were doing and they didn't have the key cards. They couldn't access what they need to access to be able to go do the maintenance, right? And so now that they have that information and they've gone back up, they can use the elevator to go down into the lower facility and start doing the repairs that they need to do. So they'll take the elevator brings them down, and then down here they'll actually have the ability to access those little thingies, and they can interact with them and hold down the F key, and that will do the repair for the different pipes. And so once you've repaired the different pipes, and we can even make it a mini game where you repair one and then the other one busts, and then you repair the other one and the other one busts, and it's like a little combo that you have to do. So you don't have to worry about that, but it's there. You finished all that stuff. You take the elevator and you go back up, and now you see that everything is good to go. You can kind of like, you have lighting and facilities or something else on the monitor or whatever else, and then there's a little button that they can press on the monitor display that will like enable something. And I think that's where we open the door, or we can have an explosion or something happens that clues the player in and lets them know, okay, now you need to go to the main area to turn on the light. So they press that button and then they go to the main area to turn on that light, and they have the ability to kind of get up into that second part up there. So I'm thinking we have a door or something. Maybe the elevator goes down and up.
Goes down?
And or up. I could make it, well, no, we don't have that functionality right now, so I don't want to add that in. Never mind.
Maybe we can have like different elevators that goes to a second.
Yeah. Then we're taking up a lot of space for elevators, right? So, how do I want to do that? Maybe go inside, where the work area is, and then. Is there some way that we could make a staircase that goes up to a second tier? What would be the purpose of the second tier? I'm trying to think about that right now. Like, why would I need to go to the top of the building? Maintenance? Like, maybe that's where the AC units are, and that's how they do their AC maintenance and stuff. Like, why would I need to go to the second tier of the building?
The main idea of going to the roof was because this area was blocked, and then you figure out a way to go through the piping and then through the tower. But maybe there's.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, so we talked about having piping outside. Okay, I see what you're saying. So then you get the piping, and then the piping lets you get to the second layer, which gets you inside of the tower. Yeah. Okay, I remember. Yep.
Maybe
Okay.
we can have like a security door here, something like this, that it's only activated after going down the elevator, kind of thing.
Well, I like a fence or something like that blocks that off. Yeah.
And then it
Yeah.
opens when you activate the thing here. You fix this little thing.
Yeah. Well, I think we keep the fence there. I don't think we have to use that fence. Maybe we make a back door to that like facility right over there. So go back inside of the facility on the right. Yeah. Maybe there's a door back there that opens up after you have pressed that button, and then that gives you access to this back area now that you didn't have before.
All right, there's a back door here, huh?
Yeah. And so we have a back door that gives us access to this back area. We need to block off the sides now, and we need to make it to where they can't get to this area normally. So like that side right there that you're looking at on the left, that needs to be blocked off now. And then the player shouldn't be able to jump up or get through there or around there. So we'll have to just make sure that we design that and make sure the player can't get up around or do whatever on that side. And then we also need to block that off from the view stuff too. I wouldn't put one there. I don't think I would put one on that little right hand panel. So like, no, you went away from it. I would go back to the back side.
Right here.
And then on the left. No, left. Right there. Yeah, right there somewhere. I would put it right there somewhere. Yeah, we need to make that look pretty, obviously, but I think that's probably the more logical, like, path block off. So that way they can't get this unless they are the maintenance person. Because the people normally would tour the lighthouse, right? And there would be no problems with that, and that's kind of the whole thing. Whereas if they're not touring the lighthouse, we don't want them going to the power facility, but they can tour the actual lighthouse.
Okay.
And then we need to make sure that they can't jump from that bridge over. So you might have that fence kind of go all the way around that whole thing. I think but no, I wouldn't do that. I would make a fencing around the whole edge. Mm-hmm. I liked what you had. I would have, fencing that kind of just goes around that edge line, and blocks them off. So that way, if they try to jump, okay, cool, but now you've landed, back to where you were and you can't do anything about it.
All right. Some kind of fence here.
Yeah. And then another one that connects that too, because it's just logical to have it, there. So that's kind of, you see how we're kind of playing through what the player might do and how they're going to get from point A to point B to try to accomplish the stuff. And what does that, now that's basically framing all the stuff that we're doing and how we're creating it. That's how we should be approaching this, right? Is what's the objective of the player? And then you walk through what does that look like for the player, how they'll interact with the level, and then from there we create the block out. And then what you should do from there is we test that. So, you would hit the play button, you would test it, see, okay, does this make sense? Does this look right? Is the height good, or is that not high enough? Do we need a bigger fence, a shorter fence? That's kind of the purpose of what we're trying to accomplish with this first phase, specifically.
Yeah, I totally agree. The thing is that, well, it's not really set on stone like the
100%.
let's say the player actions, and I'm not like
Yeah.
100% sure what the player is going to do in this area, so that's why it's a little confusing to me to see.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's me having to get that to you. That's not your responsibility. Like, so I'm not blaming you at all. I'm just trying to walk through what that looks like. So I think a good session where we kind of talk through this, or I put it down on paper saying, hey, this is kind of what I want the player to do in this area, will help you be more successful in kind of blocking it out. I think you did such a good job with the city, where it's kind of open and there was no kind of purpose. It's just a city, and then trying to take that same type of mentality to an objective-based zone doesn't necessarily help. So that's not on you at all. I think that's more on me to provide you the relevant information, so that way you can continue to detail it out in a better way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would do that too for symmetry. So that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that maybe we can set some text on the environment, and then be like,
Yeah.
player goes here, then goes there.
Yeah. I can go through today. Once I gotta finish cooking my steak for later tonight, so that way it's ready. It's all marinated and sitting there waiting for me. So I will finish that, and then after I finish cooking the steak, I'll get in here and fix my editor issues, and then I'll see if I can start laying some of that out. I think this is a good setup. So if you wanted something to do in the meantime that doesn't require you waiting on me, you can start on the second block out of the bandit city, or you can start on the castle. Would probably need more focus, like what I'm talking about. You could play with the mines if you wanted to, and kind of come up with what that looks like. That might be another fun one to do. But the lighthouse as is, I think before we go to the detail phase, is going to need me to block out what that idea looks like for you, very specifically. So yeah, I can focus on that right after I get done with my steak stuff, and then I can do that.
Sounds great.
I like what you've done here. And that having that idea of the what was that called? The light that travels on the outside was a really cool idea. Like how the little circular thing that travels on. Yeah, that's a super cool idea. So we still keep the inside nice and cool, but we have something external. I might even have two of them that oscillate together, that's opposite ends, and so that way it kind of like passes that light around, which is kind of cool. I like that idea. So
yeah, having both of them on each side, that'll be very nice.
Yeah. No, I like it. So we will play with that, and then, but all in all, I like it. And I would say my only argument for structure is that the base is too small. No, that's fine. It's that base layer with the edge pillars. Yeah, that's probably should be, if we're thinking about realistic architecture, that probably would be maybe 1/3 higher, 1/4 higher, or maybe even double. And the reason why is it has to hold all of that weight of everything else above it, and so it needs to be larger. So I would say probably half the height. A little bit higher. I'd go a little bit higher. Right about, maybe a little bit lower. Right there. Yeah, that's probably looks.
And then this one can go also higher.
Yeah, all that goes above that. Yeah. I'll just grab the whole thing and then move it up.
Yeah, I was also feeling that the proportions were a little bit off.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I think that just coming with the text. One, two, maybe something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, just maybe grabbing the text tool and putting things in order, like a player goes here, then goes there. That will really, I think, it will help. It's because it's kind of like even for you that you have like the main idea, just laying it out, maybe it will make it much easier to just visualize.
Yeah, certainly. No, I agree. That's that's definitely, that's incumbent on me to take care of. That's not a you thing. So I will spend some time trying to see if I can flesh that out for today, and then that'll be kind of my focus, is getting that kind of organized, so that way you have a good idea what that looks like, and then we can use that to drive how we kind of move forward with this. But like I said, you don't necessarily need all of that information to get a general idea out. And what helps me is to see it visualized. So like you having this blocked in is actually very helpful to me.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying that we need all of these details, but I do like the details because it helps me to say, okay, I like this concept. I have the general Play-Doh, there, or the general clay there. Now I can go, okay, this is cool. Let's move this around here and all that. So I think it's beneficial for me to see the iterative process. I would move that entire second half of the tower up even further, by the way.
This one?
Nope. The one above it.
A little higher?
No, the one above it. The one that's got the arcs.
Oh, this one?
Pointy arcs. Nope, above it. Like the very tippy top. All of the tippy top stuff.
Tippy top. What do you mean? Like
go above it. No, you're going low. Go above. Keep going. Keep going up. Not down. Up.
This one?
Up. That's yes. And all of the stuff above it. I would grab that and all of the stuff above it and move it up a little bit.
Oh, move it up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. More?
Oh, let me just grab these other pieces.
Oh yeah, of course.
So we don't, then it's gonna be a little harder to align. Okay. Yeah, those long ones are pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good. And then I would grab all of that with the ones that you just made. Well, you're gonna have to fix that up, but I'll show you my height stuff that matches it. That way we're not sitting here tweaking and peeking and I'm trying to tell you without you seeing it. But either way, the base is good. It's got a good structure to it, and that's what we needed. So yeah, I'm gonna go make my steak stuff, and then once I'm done with that, I will start trying to see if I can block that in. If you wanted to do something in the meantime, like I said, if you want to go play with the caves idea, or if you want to, I don't know how much longer you plan on streaming, but the other thing you can maybe do is you could, what was one of the other zones? Let me look real quick.
You said that there's a lumber mill?
Yeah, there's a lumber mill over there. Yep, you could try to create play with the idea of a lumber mill there. That might be cool to have like a base blocked in thing of what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be nice. Let's see.
It looks like I fixed my problem, so
that's nice.
maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Let these shaders compile and see if it works. Okay. Anyways, I don't want the steak to go bad, so I'm gonna go take care of that, and then I'll hit you up in a bit, bro.
All right, don't worry. Go do
Yep.
your steak.
Yeah. Bye.
All right, see you a little later. All right, let's see. Okay, Okay, I'm going to submit these changes and take a little break. And continue with another area. Meanwhile, I get more a little bit more instructions for this. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, now this changed a little bit. Just going to place it somewhere here. Not really sure if the character will be able to climb up this steep thing right there, but okay. I'm just gonna make a quick play test to see if we can actually go up there. Yeah, the idea here is to make all the player let's say actions, and then oh yeah, you can go up. Perfect. Okay, maybe this floor needs to be way up a little. Yeah, the idea is to get all the player actions in order. Like, let's say first get this key, then you open up here, you get some information from here to solve the puzzle down here. You go down, solve the puzzle. Then you can press this button. And you unlock this door, which, let me see, something like that. You unlock this door right here, and then you're able to figure out another way to go up through the pipes, into this broken tower, and then you're able to probably go down and activate the batteries, and then you can go back up and activate the light. Okay, once we have all of that in place, maybe we can look for another solution, so it's not totally let's say you have different ways to achieving the same goal, so it's not linear, totally linear. But first we need the linear kind of approach, and then we can maybe have some variations to that. Okay, well, that's part of the layout process. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break and continue in a little bit. Gonna make some phone calls. Okay, I'm just gonna push this. Light tower changes. Okay, cool, nice. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.